Ha meaning the breath of life. Vai is the water. The I refers to the supreme creator. Hawai'i, Hawaii.
Hawaii is love.
Hawai'i, it's a place that was created in such perfection.
Hawaii is the most beautiful place in the world.
Hawaii is the most isolated landmass in the world, 2,000 miles away from North and South America. Kauai is the oldest island at 6 million years old, roughly. And then as you come down the chain, you have Oahu's 2 to 3 million years old, and Maui's 1 to 2 million years old. And we're the youngest, the Big Island, or Hawaii Island. We're just 800,000 years old. So this island's still erupting, amazingly enough. The process continues here. We're in the middle of the Pacific Plate, and the plate is surfing over what we call a hot spot, about 2 to 3 inches per year. So as the plate moves northwest, the hot spot stays where it is, and the islands emerge. The core of the Earth is molten rock. Around the core is a mantle, and the mantle has cracks, and the cracks in the mantle create a heat plume, which creates what we call the magma chamber. Then you have the crust, where the plume comes through to create what we call the hot spot theory. It's a theory, but it's what we believe in, what creates this molten liquid rock. Kilauea culturally is a significant place for Hawaiians and for other folks as a place that's revered where Pele Honuamea lives, or Pele, the goddess of volcanoes. So to some folks, she lives here at the summit of the volcano, and to some other folks, she lives up here in the crater of Hale Ma'uma'u. Pele could be wherever it's erupting, so it could be out on the East Rift Zone when it's going to the ocean. It could be up on Mauna Loa if it's erupting up there, or it could be right here. And to other folks, they say everything here is Pele, the rocks, the trees, and the birds. We're looking at a Hawaiian nose flute called Ohe Hano Ihu. Ohe's bamboo, Hano is to blow with intent, and Ihu's with your nose. And so you guys have all heard the term aloha, and Hawaiians greet each other with aloha, and alo being your face or body, and ha being your breath of life. And for Hawaiians, it was revered that your direct connection to your spirit or your soul is through your breath of life.
Everything here was from the world's largest, gentlest, hottest volcanoes, relentlessly pushing up material and oozing and building one layer after another until an island forms, and then the clouds and the rains changes it.
wind that blows, there's a cloud that brings fresh water. That is life.
You had this Ku and Hina, which are our deities. Yeah, you have this hardness, and then you have this enlightness, like the rains. And that's pretty much what's carved our valleys. The hard lava came down, the flows, it hardened the ground, and the rains came and started to gouge its way from ocean to the mountains. And that's how you got your gulches and your streams.
Hawaii is the most beautiful place on earth. We have everything here. It's a place that was created in such perfection. One of the stories that we believe is the creation story of Papa and Wakea. So Papa is the earth mother and Wakea is our sky father. And the two mate. And in this mating is how the islands are formed.
Looking out over what Mother Nature made really puts in perspective who you are, and that you're a small puzzle piece in the whole scheme of things.
The Hawaiian island chain is one of the most isolated island chains in the world. In order to get here, many of these species had to travel a long way, and those that remain are some of the strong that have survived throughout. The variety of marine life that we have here in Hawaii is so special. And in fact, about 25% of these species here in Hawaii alone are endemic, meaning they're found nowhere else on the planet.